Echoes of the future. Okay, so as you can see here, you start off with 02 again. And again, this map is basically, this mission is basically, you build up your base, you build up your economy, and then you attack. The only difference is you 02, you don't have to destroy all the enemy base structures or whatnot. You only have to make 02 reach the waypoints, the 4 tendrils, and it's marked on the map that you'll see. So you start off with 02, you make your way to your nexus, whatever, and of course it's marked on the map, no confusion there. Once the mission kicks in, you can see that there's some canisters, containers, with 100 minerals or 100 gas throughout the map, especially in the starting area to the right of the base. There's some in the north too that you can get without any, like the pathway in the north and the pathway corridor, whatever, to the east or the right. There are containers there, again, minerals and gas, and you gotta get those because it's gonna help you tremendously. And of course, you see here, start your pylons because you got none. Be quicker about it than I am. You can see here that my probe is blocked by 02. I mean, I thought the StarCraft 2 AI was better than this, but it's not that good, at least in this situation. But I realized it, then moved 02 out of the way, whatever. Again, just go ahead, kill some units, and don't get too overly ambitious. Just slow and steady. Get your minerals, get your gas, build up an army. You have 2 Colossus in 02. 02 is kind of beefy, and you have, again, Colossus are awesome, especially against Zerglings and, Hydralisk and whatnot. Mainly get Stalkers. Well, that's what I did. I mainly got Stalkers and maybe a few more Colossus. I didn't do a good job on getting more Colossus just because I got my rule box facility late, and yeah, I should have gotten more Colossus, but I wasn't doing a good job microing them later in the game as well. So get more Colossus than I did, and get a bunch of Stalkers. That's all you really need. You can get Zealots and Immortals if you want as well. I didn't get that many though. I don't think I got any Immortals. I just got Colossus and Stalkers mainly. There's gonna be attack waves, and you can see one right here. Interesting note that if you use the 02's Vortex on one of the night swims, it won't spawn any. Of course, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna spawn. So you can have one control group of your army, protecting one side, the north or east, and have 02 on the other pathway, and you can basically vortex the night swarm and kill it before it can spew any Zerglings or whatnot out of it. That should be a little bit helpful, especially on Brutal, since the waves are obviously gonna get progressively worse or stronger. I think at the end you come up with waves of like even ultras start coming out, but fortunately for me, I guess I beat the mission before it got to that point. But nonetheless, you don't wanna be too slow about it. Just keep on producing your probes. There's another base to the north east. You can see it right here. Fairly easy to hold and take. You can abuse the Colossus a little bit here, like I'm doing. Once you take this base, once you just move up here, you can use warping And of course, there's two. It's gonna be two obelisks on the map. There's one here and there's one to the north of your base, of your main base. Again, fairly easy. And there's also a robotics facility to the bottom right. I lose that at the end, but you know, I figured, you know, whatever. It's not that important. I mean, this mission is fairly easy. You can't get overrun if you're not on top of your macro and stuff like that. And you will have to bring your army back and forth from attacking the tendrils and getting the... Yeah, you're gonna have to keep bringing your army back to your base and defending. So I guess I'll just end it here. Basically, again, the two obelisks are really not that hard to get. There's gonna be, I mean, brood lords and whatnot throughout the map, and they are gonna attack you. So, but if you have a bunch of warp gates and warp in, you can defend it easily. And and you see the timer here. I mean, once the timer ticks down to like 30 seconds, I mean, it's time to bring your army back and defend. But there's always gonna be like there's always gonna be like two nice worms, and you know, it's really not that hard to fend off. So just bring your army back and re-attack once the threat is taken care of. And you really should take your natural, because the extra income is gonna help. But as you can see here, I got so many containers on my attacking routes and whatnot. I kind of didn't keep up with macro because I just got surge of minerals and I didn't notice it. But so, I mean, 4 warp gates, I mean, they're good to start off, but you know, get more. At the end I got lots, but I really didn't need it if I kept my macro up. And keep building stuff from your robotics facility, I mean your robo bait, if at all possible. This mission, again, I'm just gonna say this to end it. It's really not that hard. The only way I can see you losing is either one, you fall behind on your macro or a little bit, or you know, you're slow in getting your army back, or two, you accidentally let 02 die. I mean, if you only have one control group and you always a click move, I mean, 02, if you're not, I mean, there's gonna be ultralists and whatnot throughout the map, brood lords and whatnot. And 02 is kind of beefy. I mean, he's kind of tanky, but you still should be wary of that. And that's about it. Enjoy.
The Zerg seek to overwhelm our base. My allegiance. En Arudin Rashagal. We are one with the shadows. Base is under attack. In the service of ire.